Alright, good morning. Okay, so the day's finally here. It's time to go back to work, which means quite a long commute for me. I'm actually driving to Italy today from the UK, which is about 1,700 kilometers, or 18 hours, according to Google Maps. Well, not Google Maps, Apple Maps, should I say. So I'm going to be doing it in 2 stages, like I did last time. I'm going to drive to Dijon today in France. Hopefully, if I can get through all the border controls and everything. Got a hotel booked there for tonight, and then I'm going to carry on to Genoa the following day. So it's Saturday today, which is great because hopefully the traffic will be a lot less than it was during the week. And also it's very early in the morning. It's 6:23 right now. I'm just loading up the car. So let's get on with it. Yes, never again. I have 10-litre jerry can. And before you say anything, I did check. It is legal to carry one of these in the UK and in France and in Italy, providing you have a sticker on it saying, flammable. Anybody who sees that and thinks that it's not flammable, I don't get that. But anyway, what do they think I had in it? Coffee? Anyway, you have to put a sticker on. There's one on each side. Well, the funny thing is, when you're flying, you've got one suitcase, one carry-on, right? So I would have the blue bag and the black bag, which is my camera bag. But because I'm driving, now I've got a full boot. Yeah, the good thing is I've got a big car, so no Boxster to drive in this time. One of the things I wanted to show you, what I've done to try and blend in a little bit more in Italy, is I've put these number plates on. I don't know whether you can see that. It's a metal number plate, and it's kind of in the style of the Italian number plates. So I'm hoping that it will help me to blend in a little bit more. But having said that, when you see the back one, back one's yellow, and they don't have yellow number plates in Italy. So from the front at least, that kind of blending. Anyway, guys, I've got to get on the road, so let's go. Oh, the weather is looking fine.
Go right on the roundabout.
Chatty.
Second exit.
The weather's looking good, folks. I'm very excited about that. I can see the sun bursting through the clouds.
Take the exit.
So I'm super excited about nice weather, even though it doesn't really make any difference. Just puts me in a good mood. All right, guys, I'm on the road. I'm on the motorway now, heading to Folkestone, Kent. I think it's in Kent. I'm not actually sure. Anyway, it's in the south of England. It's about 280 miles from here, I believe. 266 miles I've got left to go. And the roads are clear so far. The sky is cloudy, but the sun is currently out. So I'm optimistic for the day. And yeah, we're on the road. I can't believe it. Back to Italy. It's gone so quickly. It feels like I just got home and yeah, I'm going back. Got my COVID result this morning, which is good. I actually took 2 COVID tests, one on Thursday and one on Friday, because I have to have it within 48 hours. But it's Saturday today and I was a bit worried I might not get it. So I took one on Thursday, got the result on Friday. Took one on Friday, got the result this morning. So I'm cleared, both negative of course. And I've printed them out and I've got them in my bag with all the other documentation, which I went through in another video. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link. It's quite crazy. Got my coffee. It's fantastic. Tunki coffee from Peru. It's my favorite coffee. If you've never tried it, you can get it. If you live in the UK, you can buy it. I can't remember the name of the shop right now. You can buy it online, freshly roasted. It's amazing. And If you live in the States, I don't know. But obviously if you live in Peru, you can get it all over the place. Tunki, amazing. I'm making good time. I've done about 70 miles. I'm just arriving at the. I'm on a toll road right now, a Birmingham toll road. Basically bypasses all of the traffic at Birmingham. I probably could have gone through Birmingham without any problems because it's very quiet, but it's just so easy to use this system, and you use a card to pay. And the great thing about being in the UK is that the toll booths are on the right side of the road, literally on the right side of the road. When I get across to the side, the toll booths are always on this side, which creates a problem in both France and Italy. The good thing is I have this. I don't know whether you can see this, but I have something called a Sanef toll pass, which is critical for when you drive in France, and it just charges me through my bank account. Excuse me. There we go. Easy. So yeah. So if you're thinking about doing a road trip and you've never done one before, over into France and Italy, or into France should I say, then you must get one of these because they are a lifesaver. If you're going with somebody, it's not such a big deal because that you can just have them do it. But if you're on your own, then you need to get one of those, because every time you come to a toll booth, you have a big queue behind you when you're reaching over, and it's quite embarrassing. I've got lots of footage of me. And then if you have a problem, it's quite hysterical, really. There we go. All right, so stop, out of gear, seatbelt off, window down. Uh-oh, we're quite far away. Oh, come on, buddy. There's always a queue behind me when I do this. All right, definitely get a Sanef toll pass. If you go into France. Now when you go into Italy, it doesn't work, and the Italians, they don't have an equivalent that I know of. If you know of one, let me know. So we're making good time. I've got 190 miles to go. It says arrival at 11:25, which is about right. It's where I want to be. My train is at midday, I think. Technically it says you should be there 45 minutes before, but I don't think it's going to be busy because, not many people are allowed to travel right now. I'm in another restricted speed limit zone, by the way, with average speed cameras. So anyway, I've got 138 miles to go. I've started at 270. It says I have 2 hours and 23 minutes left before I get to my destination, which is Folkestone. At 11:33, which is a little bit later than I wanted to get there by, but unfortunately with these restricted speed, sorry, I've got sunglasses on. Unfortunately with these restricted speed limits, it's very difficult to make up any time, and they're just constant. And then when you're not in a restricted zone, they are they've still got speed cameras. So I had a topic from one of the viewers. I apologize, but I didn't write down the names of the people, which I normally do. The question was basically, or the topic was basically, if the boss is traveling with all of his staff, how are they integrated into the crew once they're on board? I would say that probably the only person who is effectively, who's kind of like a crew member when they're on board is the chef. The owner will bring his own chef. And the reason why I say that is because he's working in the galley with the crew chef, and he comes in the mess, and so you kind of get to see him working, and it looks like he's busy. As for the rest of his staff, this is not based on any one particular person, this is based on my experience, is the rest of the staff do very little. If he has a PA, they might be busy, but generally they'll have like a fitness instructor or a nanny. Obviously the nanny's looking after the baby. Fitness instructors, massage therapists. One guy I worked for had a martial arts instructor. So, and these guys, the only time these guys work is when they're doing something with the owner, which is not very often. So maybe the masseuse might do 1 hour a day, right? Maybe 2 hours if the wife wants something. And the martial arts instructor might not work at all. Or one guy had a yoga instructor. They work for an hour a day, if anything, and the rest of the time they do nothing. They lounge around, they watch TV, they use up the bandwidth, up the boss's bandwidth, watching YouTube videos. They're a bloody pain in the butt, to be honest. And usually they also think they're more important than the crew because they're traveling with the boss, you see. So on 2 boats that I've worked on, I've had to create a separate VLAN internet for the internet to put these people on, so we can throttle the speed. Because in the past, what would happen is the crew would be on a crew network, and sometimes you'd have to throttle the crew network right back because the boss was complaining about the speed, right? And then all of the staff, who the boss would communicate directly, usually through WhatsApp or something like that, would complain that they couldn't contact them. So we had nowhere to put them, so we'd have to put them on another network, and then they would just use all the bandwidth. You know, their excuse was, I need to communicate with the boss, but then they'd spend all day on YouTube. So what I did is, on each boat that I had this problem, is I created my own network for those people, and I put them on there. On one boat, I actually named the network Klingons. So I put them on that network, and then I can throttle it so that WhatsApp, because the only thing they need to have is WhatsApp and email. Right? They'll try and tell you they need all this other stuff for research or whatever, but they don't. So I would put them on that network, and then I could throttle that network when I needed to. So yeah, the crew do very little. The staff do very little. Most of the time, the owner would be better off without them. And on some boats I've been on, they've brought people on with them. They've done absolutely nothing the whole time, and they've been also treated as if there's something special, and they've been even been waited on by members of the crew who are already busy enough. So yeah, they're a liability in most occasions. So, oh, look at that! Oh, nice Mark II Escort. Woohoo! Yes. Oh, that was nice. I missed it. I was going to film it, but I missed it. A Mark II Escort rally car. It looked like it was brand new as well. Fantastic. All of these lanes are closed except for one. Oh no, what a disaster. So it's 11:33 and I've just arrived, and it says on the board here, the next departure is at 1:18. Oh my god, that's gonna really put me behind. 1:18 takes half an hour. That means I'm not gonna get into France until 3 o'clock. Oh no. Hello. Yeah. Did I see that sign right? It says the next train isn't until 1:20. What's happened to the 12:30 train?
Not for today. It's bank holiday. The timetable's not the same.
Anyway, I'm going to go and get something to eat, and then we'll carry on. This place would normally be packed with people. All the shops open and stuff, but Absolutely deserted. It's unbelievable. All right, we're moving. Hit the side. I'm not used to going in this one. I'm used to going in the one for vans and trucks, because I'm normally in my 911. In the 911 they always put me in the wide one. It's the first time I've been in this one. Alright guys, we're in France, woohoo! And we're heading to Dijon now. We're on the toll road, the toll motorway. I think it's a private motorway called Sanef. And yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's the best. You couldn't have asked for a better day for the trip. And yeah, it's a long drive now. I've got 4.5 hours to get to my hotel, which is 560 kilometers, and the estimated time of arrival is 18:38. That's actually not so bad, providing there's no delays. I don't plan on stopping too much. I need to get some fuel fairly soon. Nothing ever happened there, right? Oh no, I've run out. I'm running out of fuel. Oh no! The roads are completely empty, and there's a couple of cars coming up behind me, but the roads are such a difference between the UK and here. Alright, so 10 minutes out. I can't wait to get there. I'm feeling it now. Also desperate to go to the bathroom. So yeah, almost there. Alright, so this is where I'm staying in Dijon. Holiday Inn Express. It's pronounced Dijon, I believe, not Dijon, like the mustard. Anyway, this is where I'm staying, and I want to get some food, right? So this is Burger King, right? So go around, get some food, right? No. If I want to order food from Burger King, I have to use Uber Eats or Deliveroo to have it delivered to the hotel. I kid you not. I've just been told this by the woman on reception. So I can't go there myself. I have to order it online. Oh. Good morning. That's not right. There we go. Whew. Okay, guys. Another day. Another 800 kilometers. First thing, fuel. So I've just put into my sat nav a fuel station, and interestingly, it's called the Mont Blanc fuel station, where I'm going to be at later on today. All right, guys. So we're making good time. Got a nice Cayman in front of me, 718 Cayman, on a Swiss plate. Let's see if he's got the telepass. Hopefully he has. Yes, he has. There we go. So I can go through as well. Yeah. Nice. That's the 4-cylinder Cayman ahead of me. I can hear that nasty engine in it. I mean, it's a nice looking car, but yeah, it sounds awful. But when I see it, it makes me excited for getting my car. So my car is in build right now. If you don't know, I'm getting a 718 Spider. Sorry about the sunglasses, it's very bright right now. So yeah, I've got a 718 Spider currently in build at Porsche, according to my salesperson. And oh no, you know what he's done? I've just noticed something. He's put the Porsche badges on the side of the wings, like a Ferrari, like where Ferrari put their badges. Oh no, 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 no. That does not look good. It just says to me, I think it's a Ferrari. Yeah, I've got a 718 Spider in build. I'm told it's being built right now, but I'm also told the delivery date is the end of this month, the end of May, because we're in May now, aren't we? Only problem is I'm going to be in Italy, so you can imagine I'm going to get an email or a phone call saying your car's here, and then I've got to wait at least another month, possibly 6 weeks, to actually go and pick it up. Wow, you should see the views. Fantastic. Wow. Unless you live here, that's not something you see every day. It's 5 degrees outside now. It was when I started this morning. It was 11 degrees, so it's definitely got colder as you get up the mountain. When we come out the other side, it will be warmer and sunnier, I would imagine. Now they have a very strict. Let me put the lights on it. They have a very strict speed limit in the tunnel, and that's because in 1999 there was a big fire here, so there was a service vehicle going through the tunnel and a lot of traffic behind, and the service vehicle, I don't know how, but it caught fire, and it was a massive fire. It burned the roof of the tunnel and stuff, and people got trapped inside the tunnel. I don't know the circumstances of it, but people who were following that truck or are in the vicinity of that truck, they got trapped in the tunnel, and 39 people died. So they have a ferocious speed limit. So I'm just going to set my cruise control. The tunnel is 11.6 kilometers long, which is over 7 miles, and it was built in 1949. And what they did is the French started building on one side, and the Italians started building on the other side, and they met up in the middle, which just sounds strange that they would do that. And obviously your measurements have got to be pretty spot on, haven't they, for that? Imagine if you end up, oh no, we're 2 meters too far down. Right, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Literally. That's not a metaphor. I can literally see the exit of the tunnel, which is nice. It's a bit claustrophobic in here. If you're of that persuasion, it can be a little bit unsettling, I would say. There we go. Oh, it's so far not looking too much. Okay, it's yeah, it's a bit cloudy. All right, so when you come out of the Mont Blanc, you start to descend, and you go through a series of tunnels, which I've been doing for the last sort of 20 minutes. It's very sunny now. I can see the cruise ships. MSC ships are still in. I heard that they're going to start operating again soon. Who would want to go on a cruise? mean, I worked on cruise ships for 10 years, but I wouldn't go near a cruise ship right now. Well, really close now. So just going by the Maritime Museum on the right. So this is the Maritime Museum. You'll see the submarine, hopefully. There it is. Italian submarine. I think it's from the 80s. There's a lot of people out. I see people are still wearing masks in the street, which is good. Until everyone gets vaccinated, I suppose. It's good to see the restaurants are out. There's lots of tables outside, so you can actually eat again. You just have to do it. You just have to do it outside. I'm at the end of my journey, in which I've travelled 1,700 kilometres, been through 2 tunnels, one going under the English Channel and being 50 kilometres in length, and the other tunnel 11 kilometres in length. I crossed the UK and France to get to Italy in a total of 18 hours. I refueled 3 times and spent almost €700 on the trip. I saw rain, cloud, sun and snow all in less than 2 days.